Hey there YouTube, this is your girl Lady Day Rosetta May. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking maisel drought because I am absolutely in a maisel drought. I don't know about you guys, but if you're a vintage person like myself, we're in a drought. And it's not only just being quarantined and things like that, but it's also being stuck in the house and not being able to go to vintage events. That hurts. And the one thing that was giving me life was having The Marvelous Miss Maisel on repeat over and over and over again, season 1 to season 3, and now I can't take another episode. I could watch it all day, but real talk, I need some more. So I decided that I'm gonna do a bad girl vintage look with purple hair. It's more like lavender. Yeah. So anyway, just talking to you guys. If I sound crazy throughout this video, please just ignore me. There will be an outfit at the end of this video, and I hope y'all like it. Me trying to be a bad girl. Bad girl. Talking about the sad girl. I don't know that song all the way through, but I tried. Alright, so please do not forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Alright guys, so I've already done one eye off camera. This is the eye look, okay? I am using magnetic lashes, so if you feel that they are waving at you, it's just my magnetic lashes. They're not going nowhere, they're just moving. So, I am in a maisel drought, guys, and the thing about this is that for myself, and I believe for a lot of Marvelous Maisel fans out there, we're all in a maisel drought. Like this, from what I've read, they're not gonna bring back Marvelous Miss Maisel until December, which is like, why? So I have just been hanging out at home, creating makeup looks, and dressing up just to go to the grocery store. So it's been one of those things that are extremely funny to me. So I just been messing around. So. Alright, so we're just going to talk about Marvelous Miss Maisel in this video. So, you guys let me know how you guys feel. So, I'm using the Juevis Place Nubian 2 palette. The first color that I'm going to go in with is the color Madagascar, which is kind of a dull light brown, okay? And I'm just going to go in and apply. And you guys know, if you guys have ever seen any of my other makeup tutorials, I have hooded eyes, and my hooded eyes are not very good at creating a crease, so I always just kind of go in with my eye open and just kind of looking straight on. So I already done my eyebrows already, and what I did is that I pretty much kind of created that, you know, that highlight there using my Juevis Place, alright, my Juevis Place concealer, which is one of my, pretty much my concealer that I love the most. It gives me a beautiful yellow tone, and it mattes down really well. And the way that I matted it down was using this, which is the Peach Perfect mattifying powder from Too Faced. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put a little bit more definition into the crease. I'm going to be using this, which is Mocha Mommy, which is the bronzer that I use. If I can bathe in Mocha Mommy, I would. So anyway, I'm going in and just putting a little bit more definition within the crease. And just blending that out. Okay, so you guys can see that's how that's looking. Now, I'm going to go in with yet another brush. I'm using this. This is my Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to go into the Nubian 2 palette and get the color Kenya, which is a beautiful deep brown. Because I'm going for a smoky eye, like a brown smoky eye, but not as dramatic as today's makeup. Just because, again, I'm still trying to stick to and adhere to vintage makeup. Okay, because women really weren't using like a lot of shadow as much, especially in the 40s and the 50s. They started to use those tones, but those colors were more closer to your eye color. So that's why we're going in with this beautiful color, which is the closest color I have to my own eye color. All right, so what I like to do next is I'm gonna go in with my Pro Magnetic liner, okay, from Allure, and I'm not gonna use this to create my wing. I'm gonna use this for an adhesive, all right, for my lashes. And so I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna go, and I usually do 2 coats of this. Oops, I don't. 2 coats, and go all the way to the end part of my eye. Let it dry, okay? You guys won't see me do the wing in this video because I have to let this baby dry. So this is how my eyes are looking. As you can see, this is how my eyes are looking, and I really like it. I'm still getting the bad girl feel, all right? So the next thing I like to do is I'm gonna smoke out a little bit of the shadow onto my bottom lash line. So I'm gonna use Kenya, which is the darkest shade that I used on my lid, using a small, almost like a lip brush. And I'm gonna go in and apply this shadow to the lower lash line. And I kind of like to lighten up once I get into that tear duct area. And I'm going to always go dark right to the middle. So from the end to the middle. Okay? So, kind of creating that smoky appeal. Then I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow. And I'm using a BS Small brush. And I'm going to go in with that black eyeshadow and just kind of deepen that tone as much as I can. Okay, and I'm gonna apply just a hint more, just a hint more. So going in with that shade and just applying a little bit. There you go, just a little, and kind of connecting it to where my wing is gonna be. All right, so you guys can see. And I'm gonna match it up a little bit on this side too. Just applying a tad bit. All right, yeah. So this is pretty much my bad girl eye look. Again, very minimal. Still trying to stay close to the time, but still get that smoky look. So stay tuned and we'll hit you back. All right, guys, so I am actually applying foundation to my face. Again, the foundation that I use is the, right here, this baby, which is the Jueva's Place. All right, this is in the color Malawi, which is, again, one of my favorite foundations. This is as close as I get to my skin tone. And I always really, especially nowadays, I really like to use a brush. So anyway, I want to ask you guys a question. Who is your favorite character on The Marvelous Miss Maisel? My favorite character is the one, the only, Susie. Susie is the ride or die manager. She really just wants to get Midge on. And especially at the beginning, Midge wasn't really like serious. I mean, yes, she wanted to be a comedian. Yes, she wanted it to work, but she really wasn't gung-ho about it until she really got her groove. And that was a really, really pivotal moment in her career. The only thing that I would say about Midge that I didn't appreciate was how she did Benjamin. Okay, Benjamin is the doctor that her mother was trying to set her up in the Catskills, and I really felt like she really just did not want to give Benjamin a chance. I don't know why. I've never been divorced before, so I don't know how that would go, emotionally. But, as far as I can tell, I really feel like they'll have Midge and Joel will get back together, which I'm not really too fond of, just because Joel is a dick. Like, Joel is such a dick. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but Joel, y'all know, like, my Joel rant, Joel is not the business, like, really not the business. And I will continue to say that as long as the show is on. I'm not a big fan of Joel. Even though I thought that, like, her dad, like, the way her dad had explained, I told you about him, Midge. I told you about him. And then she was like, how you tell me about him? And he was like, I told you. Is he the one? Like, how? How is that telling me that this dude is a dick? Thanks, Dad. Not helpful. Just bye. So, but I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. Do you guys think that Midge and Joel will get back together? I have a sneaky suspicion that Joel and Midge will get back together. All right, so I'm gonna go in here with my beauty blender. It's not a real beauty blender. It's actually from BS Mall on Amazon, which is really great. So I'm gonna be using this hydrating mist. This is from Raw Sugar. It smells like watermelon and pink cactus, which means it smells delicious. So I just like to do a little bit of the blending, okay, especially around here where I really see it. So not too much, but it's just, this is how I really enjoy doing makeup. And ladies, you tell me, ladies, gentlemen, y'all let me know, like, do you feel that makeup is like a, how would I say, is makeup like a ritual for you guys? Like, for me, it's a ritual. Good. All right, so and then too, I'm gonna apply just a tad more under my eye. Oh, there's mine. So I'm just gonna add like a tad more, like right here. I have deep set eyes, guys, so I go back and forth all the time. So like, you're kind of pushing it up, never drag down, but push up. All right. Alright. Stick it on. Yeah. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. I think it's a really beautiful foundation shade. If you guys have used Joy Display's foundation and you're like, no, that's not the right shade for you, girl. I know a shade for you, girl, and this is the one. Let me know. I'll go out and buy it and try it. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. Where's my fluffy? Ah. Nope, that's not my fluffy brush. Oh. So I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush, and again, going in with the Peach Perfect Powder and just dabbing it into the skin because I got oily skin. It means that I will stay young forever without drinking the blood of virgins, but the oil will continuously creep through my foundation for the rest of my life. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing again this time, and for whatever reason I've been feeling this method lately, is I'm going to go in with, again, the beauty blender, and I'm going to go in with the booty of the beauty blender. No, the tip. Oh. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with the tip of the beauty blender, and I'm going to be going in and applying some powder. And this is more like a highlight. I'm not using a powder. This is not like a setting powder. This is like a highlighting powder. And this is the Besame French Vanilla Chai Powder. One of my favorite powders of all time because it really gets in. And let me see if I can use a brush actually. You know what? I can use a brush. All right, so I can use a brush, and I'm gonna use this one. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm just gonna go in with this powder, which is a great highlighting shade, and I'm just gonna push it into my skin. And as you can see, it has a lot of smoke. It brings the smoke. But I'm going in and just dabbing it under my eye, creating that highlighted shade. like that highlighting right under there. All right, so as I do this, I'm gonna keep talking. Anyway, so how many of you guys think that Joel and Midge are gonna get back together? I think they're gonna get back together just because they seem to not be able to get away from each other. I don't know if you guys saw the episode where Midge and Joel actually ended up getting remarried in Vegas. Okay, sorry, spoiler report. Yeah, didn't mean to spoil things for you. But yeah, they ended up getting remarried in Vegas. Now, I don't know, like him and the other girl, May, like there's no fire there for me. Like I don't get that relationship. I don't know why, but I just don't. And you guys let me know if yeah, you guys let me know if you think that relationship is gonna go well, because like I just don't see it. I don't see it for him with her. Just because he's not, I mean, just like what his father said about, oh yeah, you run from things you don't, you know, if it doesn't turn out the way you want, you know? Like, do you think that, you know, he's serious? I don't think that Joel is really serious about May. Because remember when Susie ended up getting into that gambling trouble? She ended up getting into gambling trouble, and then pretty much she had the money being sent to Joel because she was like, because you still love her. And I was just like, yeah, but he's still a dick. Like, what are we supposed to do about this? Like, he's still a dick. And pretty much, I don't know. You guys tell me. So anyway, I am contouring my face using my Mocha Mommy bronzer from Fenty. Fenty is life, y'all. I don't know about you, but Fenty is life. And I always like to just slim my face down, give me some subtle shadows. I don't want it to be super dark. And then it's like, oh my gosh, she contoured the hell out of her face. And we see the slice marks. Yeah, we don't want that. So I'm just gonna go in and blend this in because I have a little bit of a 5-head. And yeah, let me know, like, do you guys think that, you know, him and Midge are gonna get back together? Another thing too, her parents, what is she gonna do with them too? They are some of the funniest people. Actually, her father, Moish, okay, he is also like my second favorite character on the show, is her dad. He has some of the funniest one-liners. Like, you have to be ugly to be effective. Like, you can't be effective and be attractive. I think that is absolutely hilarious. So anyway, that was one of my favorite ones. I think when John F. Kennedy was running, I believe, for Senate. I believe it was a Senate. Anyway, so this is what I got so far, guys. Again, don't get freaked out if it looks too like little patchy. The oils in my skin will even it out. All right, so I'm gonna be going in with a palette that I love very much. It is the Jueva's Place palette. It is the Sahara Blush palette. And again, remember, we're going for that background. All right, so going in, I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to go in with the color, I'm going to go in the color Abby. This is a super deep tone, guys. This is like, y'all be careful, careful, careful. Woo, woo. Be careful. Ooh, Jesus. And I'm just gonna go in very like lightly and blend it out as much as I can, because that color, look at that, oof, is dangerous. Very, very, very deep blush tone. It's almost like a cranberry, but it is just way too berry. Way too berry? Way too berry. You can see, so just a little bit, and then this one I'm trying to still blend out. All right. So can you see? Alright. It's a little dark on this side, but I'm gonna keep blending. I'm gonna keep blending. Just keep blending. Just keep blending. Blending. Alright. So just keep blending it. Blend. Alright. So that is the blush that I'm using. It is the color Abby. And again, it is from the Sahara blush palette from... Alright, so we're going in with the lipstick now, and the lipstick shade that I'm going to be using is a very bright pink shade. It is one of my favorite of all time, which is this. This is the MAC Viva Glam Taraji P. Henson Matte Lipstick. Hands down. Gosh, I mean, it's just one of my favorites. I'm just going to apply. This is like, you ain't got no fucks to give. Sorry. But it's true. Yeah, so I'm putting this shade on. I was gonna go with a Besame lipstick, but I decided, you know what? Just because we bad ain't mean we gotta be all super moody, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm going in. You do not need a lip liner with this. I repeat, you do not need a lip liner with this lipstick. For whatever reason, they said it is a matte lipstick. It will dry down matte, but if you want to reinforce it with some powder and tissue, you can do that too. So this is the finished makeup look, and I'm going to show y'all how I do my bad girl fashion. Pooh. All right, stay tuned. So this is the finished look. This is my bad girl vintage tutorial. So these are capris. These capris are by Vixen by Micheline Pitt. This fuchsia top is pretty much a crop halter top. And it is by Pinup Girl Clothing. It's an old Pinup Girl Clothing top that I had in my closet. And this beautiful baby, which actually matches perfectly, is a Vixen by Micheline Pitt leather jacket. And these are my shades, which I love so much. So these shades I got off of Amazon, and I hope that you guys like these. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you later. Bye.